Hello and welcome to my channel, A&A Snakes and More. My other half's channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff. My youngest son's channel, Henny's Toys and Games. And my oldest son's channel, Little Chris 10. Today we'll be talking about Scream 7. Neve Campbell didn't appear in Scream 6, but her return as Sydney in Scream 7 is more possible now, after news linked to Campbell's TV future. Neve Campbell's return as Sydney Prescott in Scream 7 is way more of a possibility now that it has been announced she won't be returning to the hit TV show. Scream 6 marked the first installment in the horror franchise that didn't include Sydney. Despite being the central target of Ghostface in Wes Craven's original Scream trilogy, Campbell's return as Sydney in Scream 4 and 2022 Scream Recall was critical for the plot. Sydney was initially supposed to be involved in Scream 6, but a pay dispute with Paramount Pictures prevented Campbell's role reprisal, with Courtney Cox the only true legacy character to appear in Scream 6. Campbell's absence was certainly felt. Still, Scream 6 mentioned where Sydney was, and the cast and crew supported Campbell's decision, hoping she could return in the future. Scream 7 has been confirmed, with Christopher Landon set to direct, but the cast is currently unclear. Returns from Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, Mason Gooding, and Jasmine Savory Brown as the core four are likely, but a significant focus will also be on legacy characters, especially Neve Campbell. Neve Campbell may not have appeared in Scream 6, but she was involved in two major shows released in 2023. In addition to her role as Raven in Peacock's Twisted Metal adaptation, Campbell returned as Maggie McPherson in The Lincoln Lawyer Season 2. Granted, Maggie's role diminished throughout Season 2, and it was announced Campbell isn't returning for The Lincoln Lawyer Season 3 as a main cast member, fueling speculation that she could be booked for other projects, specifically Scream 7. Maggie had a very interesting dynamic with her ex-husband. Hi, go to your room. And show led Mickey Haller throughout the Lincoln Lawyer's first two seasons.
And I can't even play it.
Well, go to your room. The Lincoln Lawyer's first two seasons. It's a shame that Campbell won't be back as a core cast member, but it sounds like she could still appear in a guest capacity. Without being connected to the Netflix series, however, Campbell's schedule may have opened up a bit more. If Twisted Metal is renewed for Season 2, her role as Raven could still be relatively small, allowing for a Scream 7 role. Unless Campbell is attached to other projects yet to be announced, the most reasonable explanation for her Lincoln Lawyer absence would be a return to the Scream franchise. Campbell hasn't ultimately said goodbye to Sydney in the Scream movies, so if the studio agrees to pay her fairly, it's likely she would return as a character for Scream 7. New characters might be at the center of the current Scream story, but Campbell will always be the face of the franchise. Scream 6 made a point to mention Sydney's whereabouts, with the characters still being protective of her, proving she remains an essential piece of the story even off screen. Before Scream 7 was announced, rumors continued to spread regarding Sydney's planned role in Scream 6. There's no reason Sydney couldn't be incorporated into Scream 7, considering she already has a history with Sam, Berringer, Tara Ortega, and the rest of the core four. Sydney is also heavily connected to Gail Cox and Kirby Hayden Pintre, who could both return for another sequel. A return in Scream 7 could rightfully give Campbell a chance to fully say goodbye to her most impactful role, but on her own terms this time around. While anything can still happen, any updates on Campbell's future won't be confirmed until after the strikes. Thank you for watching this video, and peace out till the next one.